foods on their plate could be the reason their legs feel weak, shaky, or cramp up at night. For adults over 60, this isn't just an inconvenience, it's a sign the body is missing what it needs to stay strong. Right now, millions of older Americans wake up in pain from sudden muscle spasms. Some dismiss it as just aging, but others face dangerous falls that can lead to broken bones and the loss of independence. Studies show that more than 90% of seniors in the U.S. are low in the very nutrients that keep leg muscles steady and cramp-free. Over the years, food processing has stripped these nutrients from our daily diet, and because nutrition is rarely emphasized in medical training, most doctors don't bring it up during checkups. The result? Night after night, older adults are woken by stabbing pain in their calves, and during the day, even simple tasks like standing up or climbing stairs feel harder than they should. But there's encouraging news. By choosing the right foods, you can give your muscles exactly what they've been missing and restore strength in a natural way. And here's the best part. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. The solution lies in simple, everyday foods you can find in any grocery store. Affordable, familiar, and easy to add to your meals. In just a moment, I'll reveal 6 powerful options that have been shown to make a real difference for seniors. The first food on our list might surprise you: pork tenderloin. Many people assume it's too fatty for older adults, but that's a big misconception. Pork tenderloin is actually one of the leanest cuts of meat you can buy, almost as lean as chicken breast, and it delivers exactly the type of protein aging muscles are desperate for. A single 3-ounce serving gives you more than 22 grams of top-quality protein, including a crucial amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as the switch that turns on muscle growth. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who eat enough leucine-rich protein can keep their strength up to 25% better than those who don't. That kind of difference isn't small. It's the difference between climbing stairs without fear or clutching the railing for dear life. It's the difference between running around with your grandkids or sitting on the sidelines, too weak to join in. Let me share a story. Mrs. Lisa, a 65-year-old grandmother, loved spending time in her garden. But over time, her legs started to give out, and nighttime cramps left her exhausted. She had cut back on protein because she thought it might harm her kidneys. Once she added pork tenderloin to her meals just twice a week, everything changed. Within weeks, she could garden longer without her legs shaking, and the nighttime cramps that used to wake her almost disappeared. She told me through tears that she could finally chase her little grandson around the yard again. But protein isn't the only reason pork tenderloin stands out. It's also rich in thiamine, vitamin B1, and vitamin B6. These vitamins are essential for keeping nerves and muscles in sync and maintaining electrolyte balance. When levels get too low, nerves misfire, and that's when those sudden, painful cramps can hit out of nowhere. Now, how do you prepare it in a way that's healthy? For your heart and muscles, choose a small tenderloin, season it with fresh herbs instead of salt, and roast it in the oven until tender. Slice it thin and serve it with vegetables in sandwiches or as a light dinner. It's flavorful, satisfying, and far healthier than fattier cuts of pork. Before we move to the next food, I want to give you a little hint. This one works differently. It fuels your muscles not only while you're awake, but also while you sleep. Most people pass it by in the grocery store without realizing it holds a unique type of protein that can change how your body feels in the morning. Cottage cheese might look simple, even bland, but for anyone over 60, it's a powerhouse food for keeping muscles strong. What sets it apart is the unique mix of 2 proteins working together in your body. The first is whey protein, which is absorbed quickly to repair muscles right away. The second is casein, a slow-digesting protein that keeps feeding your muscles for hours. It's like giving your body an overnight fuel supply that keeps rebuilding while you sleep. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition showed something remarkable. Older adults who ate cottage cheese before bedtime held on to more muscle strength in just a few short weeks compared to those who didn't. Take the story of Mr. Thomas, a 70-year-old. For years, he was woken up by stabbing cramps in his calves, sometimes so painful he had to walk around his bedroom at 2 a.m. just to calm them down. On top of that, he was losing weight, but it wasn't fat, it was muscle. When he began eating just half a cup of cottage cheese as an evening snack, the change was dramatic. Within 2 weeks, the nightly cramps were almost gone. After 2 months, he said he felt steadier on his feet than he had in years, and even his doctor couldn't believe how much stronger his legs had become. Cottage cheese is loaded with calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that act like a perfectly timed duo. Calcium sends the signal for your muscles to contract, while phosphorus makes sure the movement is smooth and controlled. Without both, muscles can misfire, leading to those sudden spasms that strike out of nowhere. This is especially critical for seniors, since low calcium has been directly linked to more frequent nighttime cramping. The good news is, cottage cheese is easy to enjoy. Mix it with berries for breakfast, add a spoonful to a baked potato for extra creaminess, or simply have a small bowl with a sprinkle of cinnamon before bed. It's gentle on digestion, satisfying, and far better than sugary late-night snacks that often make cramping worse. Now listen closely, because the next food might already be sitting in your kitchen pantry, and most people have no idea how powerful it is for fighting leg weakness and those sudden cement legs feelings that drain your energy. Sweet potatoes are one of the best natural fuels you can give your legs. While white bread or packaged snacks cause a quick sugar spike followed by a crash that leaves you tired and shaky, sweet potatoes deliver steady energy that lasts. That's because they're rich in complex carbohydrates, which break down slowly and provide a stable source of power for your muscles. One medium sweet potato has around 26 grams of these healthy carbs, enough to keep your legs moving with strength and stability throughout the day. Harvard researchers have found that older adults who eat more slow-burning carbs experience better endurance and far fewer sudden energy slumps. That means climbing stairs, walking, or even doing chores can feel easier and less draining. But there's more. Sweet potatoes are also packed with two minerals that are absolutely vital for preventing cramps: potassium and magnesium. Potassium helps balance fluids in your cells and keeps nerve signals steady, while magnesium acts as the release button that allows muscles to relax after they tighten. Without enough magnesium, muscles can stay locked in a contracted state, which is exactly what causes those painful middle-of-the-night cramps. The National Institutes of Health reports that nearly half of Americans over 60 don't get enough magnesium, which explains why cramping is such a common complaint in seniors. The good news is that sweet potatoes are incredibly easy to enjoy. Bake them whole for a warm, comforting side dish. Mash them with a splash of olive oil instead of butter for a heart-healthy twist. Or cut them into wedges and roast until golden brown for a version of fries that actually strengthens your legs instead of weakening them. Their natural sweetness makes them satisfying, and unlike processed snacks, they keep your blood sugar steady and your energy levels high for hours. Now get ready for the faux earth food. It's a little controversial, but the science behind it is stunning. Athletes use this very nutrient to boost performance by as much as 16%, yet most seniors don't even know it exists. At first glance, Swiss chard may just look like another leafy green with bright stems, but don't be fooled. This vegetable is one of the best natural defenses against leg cramps and muscle weakness. A single cup of cooked Swiss chard provides close to 30% of your daily magnesium needs, and magnesium is often called the body's natural muscle relaxer. Without enough of it, your muscles struggle to let go after tightening, which is exactly why low magnesium is linked to painful nighttime cramps that can pull you out of deep sleep. Research published in the journal Nutrients shows that boosting magnesium intake can noticeably cut down both the frequency and severity of muscle cramps. But magnesium isn't the only reason Swiss chard deserves a spot on your plate. Hidden inside its leaves are dietary nitrates, and when your body breaks these down, they turn into nitric oxide. This compound opens up your blood vessels, allowing blood to move more freely, almost like clearing a traffic jam in your circulation. Why does that matter? Because better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles exactly when they need them. It also speeds up recovery and reduces the risk of cramps caused by sluggish circulation. That's the difference between legs that feel heavy and drained by afternoon and legs that stay energized, steady, and responsive all day long. The good news is Swiss chard is easy to prepare. Sauté it with a little garlic and olive oil for a quick side dish, toss it into soups for extra nutrients, or chop it into omelets to brighten up your breakfast. The flavor is mild and blends easily with other foods, and if greens aren't usually your favorite, a splash of lemon juice brings out a fresh, tangy taste that makes it much more enjoyable. Now get ready, because the fifth food on this list contains one of the strongest natural boosters for circulation, and scientists have proven it can increase endurance in ways that will truly surprise you. Beets don't always get much attention, but inside this humble root lies one of nature's strongest circulation enhancers. Their rich red color comes from natural nitrates, the same compounds found in leafy greens like Swiss chard, but in beets, the levels are even higher. Once inside your body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a compound that opens and relaxes blood vessels. Imagine it like lifting the gates of a dam. Suddenly, blood flows freely, carrying oxygen and nutrients straight to your leg muscles where they're needed most. Research published in the Journal of Applied Physiology discovered that beet juice improved stamina in older adults by as much as 16%. That kind of boost can completely change daily life. It's the difference between climbing a flight of stairs with steady legs instead of gasping halfway, or finishing a walk with friends instead of cutting it short because your legs feel too heavy. One woman who experienced this firsthand is Mrs. Mina, a 73-year-old. She loved helping at her church but dreaded the stairs leading up to the fellowship hall. Her calves would burn and tighten every time. Nights weren't much better, as cramps often woke her from sleep. At first, she doubted that adding roasted beets to her dinner twice a week could help, but within a month she noticed something remarkable. The nighttime cramps almost disappeared, and she could climb those church steps without stopping. Smiling, she told me she never imagined a simple root vegetable could bring back her strength and peaceful rest. Beets have another benefit too. They're full of unique antioxidants called betalains. These compounds fight inflammation and ease muscle soreness, making beets especially valuable for anyone trying to stay active despite aging joints or muscles that fatigue faster than before. The best part? Beets are easy to work into your meals. Roast them pho, or a sweet, hearty side dish. Shred them raw into salads for crunch, or blend them into smoothies with apples and carrots for a refreshing drink. If the earthy taste isn't your favorite, adding citrus like orange or lemon balances the flavor beautifully. And now, get ready for the sixth and final food. It may look small, but it carries the single most important mineral your muscles need to fully relax and stop cramps before they even start. Just one serving provides nearly a third of what your body requires. Pumpkin seeds may look small, but don't underestimate them. These little green seeds are packed with nutrients that can make a real difference for your muscles. In just 1 ounce, you'll get around 7 grams of quality plant-based protein, enough to give your body the steady supply it needs to repair and maintain muscle. They're also rich in zinc, a mineral that plays a key role in healing and rebuilding tissues after activity. For older adults, that means less muscle loss with age and stronger, more reliable legs. But the real star here is magnesium. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium tells your muscles when it's time to loosen up after a contraction. Without it, muscles can stay tense, leading to stiffness, spasms, and the kind of nighttime cramps that jolt you awake. The National Institutes of Health reports that most people over 60 don't get enough magnesium each day, which makes foods like pumpkin seeds essential, not optional, for keeping muscles relaxed and functional. Magnesium also has another hidden benefit. Studies show it's linked to deeper, more restful sleep. So when you snack on pumpkin seeds, you're not only helping your muscles recover, you may also wake up with more energy, fewer cramps, and a lower risk of fatigue-related falls. The best part? Pumpkin seeds are simple to enjoy. Sprinkle them on top of your morning oatmeal, toss them into a salad for extra crunch, or blend them into a smoothie. You can also roast them lightly in the oven to bring out a warm, nutty flavor that makes them a tasty alternative to chips or cookies. By making pumpkin seeds a regular part of your diet, you're giving your legs exactly what they need to stay strong, flexible, and free from painful cramps. Now, before we wrap up, I need to give you an important warning. Many people don't realize that even if they start adding these 6 powerful foods, a few common mistakes can undo all the benefits. And chances are, you may be making some of them right now without knowing it. The first mistake is relying too heavily on processed foods. Packaged snacks, instant noodles, and frozen dinners often contain excessive sodium and preservatives. Too much salt throws off the balance of electrolytes in your body, and that imbalance is one of the biggest triggers of painful leg cramps at night. The second mistake is over-consuming caffeine and alcohol. A morning cup of coffee is fine, but too much caffeine throughout the day causes your body to lose magnesium and potassium faster through urine. Alcohol does the same, dehydrating you and stripping away minerals your muscles need to function properly. Both habits can turn mild cramps into severe ones. Another big issue is forgetting about hydration. Many seniors drink far less water than they should, either because they don't feel as thirsty as before or because they want to avoid extra trips to the bathroom. But dehydration thickens your blood and makes it harder for nutrients to reach your muscles. Without enough fluids, cramps are almost guaranteed. The fourth mistake is believing supplements alone can fix everything. Pills can help in some cases, but they will never replace the synergy of whole foods. Natural sources like sweet potatoes, Swiss chard, or pumpkin seeds provide minerals and antioxidants in forms your body can absorb and use more effectively than most tablets. Finally, one of the most overlooked problems is skipping meals. Some older adults eat just once or twice a day, thinking it's easier on digestion. But long gaps between meals leave your muscles without steady fuel. That's when fatigue sets in, and your legs feel heavy, stiff, and more likely to spasm. So if you want real results, avoid these pitfalls. Cut back on processed foods and excess caffeine, stay hydrated, eat balanced meals, and focus on whole, nutrient-rich ingredients. That way, the 6 foods we've discussed can do their job and give you the strong, steady legs you've been missing. If this video gave you new hope or helpful ideas, let me know in the comments where you're watching from.